Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to part 29 of the Asylum Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And we are in the after part of this challenge because Emily has already completed her 3 aspirations. And no, my dear, you're going to come back and play some more. Maybe walk through the table while you're at it. We're in the after part, which was to upgrade the asylum, which she has already done. And also to bring Kenny back to life. And Kenny, as you can see from the bottom, is part of our household. We brought him back, I think, a couple of times ago, and he's embarrassed because he died of embarrassment, so he just tends to have that emotion from time to time. But Emily needs to make him some ambrosia. So we're in the waiting process. We have the angelfish. She needs to buy the potion, but she has the point, so that's not a problem. So we are waiting for the death flower is what we need, and we do have the plant. We grafted that right at the end of the last part. We had Kenny actually did the grafting from the pomegranate onto the orchid, and so it's ready there. It's there, but we're waiting for it to essentially give us some produce. Yes, I guess it is, because it is going to be a pomegranate and some death flower and orchid on there, so we will get some. I see there's some romance. Be complimented by Brian. So this is what should be the last part, because if it's going too slowly, I will cut some things out while we're waiting for the orchid to mature, because next week I plan on moving Emily out and starting her in a cats and dogs let's play, because I had asked whether I should go with Emily or whether I should use Roxanne from my other Rags to Riches challenge. And let's not be too, we don't want anybody being embarrassed. We don't want anyone else to die. And I came to the conclusion that what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Emily move and start over, and her dream will be to have a vet practice. And for Roxanne, I'm going to move her and her family to Brindleton Bay, also, and do a little mini let's play after the Rags to Riches and examining, cats and dogs and how they fit in with the family. That's what I thought I would do. And this is like the first time she's been romantic with anyone in the asylum. Right around the time when she's supposed to be moving out, and she's actually the caregiver here now because she has her own quarters. And I think the only thing I may be left to do is I might add like a TV to the caretaker quarters, because a regular caretaker may not want to be always with the patients and may want their own space a little bit more. But congratulations on getting the big promotion. So that's the only other thing I may do. And she's not going to be able to take a lot of money with her because all the assets are staying here, except for she can take, say, like her sun surfer frogs that are there, and then the painting she has done in her inventory. So she has completed the first stage of the nerd brain aspiration. So she's on the second one, and she needs to craft an object on a woodworking table and achieve level 6 of logic skill, which she's at 5. Just went to 5, I see that. But really, I've been working on the Renaissance Sim one, now that I think about it. So she's reached level 3 in one career, and that was why I didn't originally have her quit her job. But, and she looks like she's hungry, and she still has this little be complimented by Brian. Well, Brian's long gone. Not there anymore. So the question I also had is, should Emily leave on her own? And, of course, he can come in because he's a ghost. So even though I've locked the door, he's able to access our quarters. But no one else can. So that's all right. And so I don't know whether she should move out on her own or whether she should maybe bring a sim from the asylum with her. Which we could do based on a vote. So the vote would be for her to go on her own or to bring someone. And she is obviously the closest relationship with Kenny, because we had to do that to be able to get him to get the option to have him move in. So he would be on the list, I would think. But I'm seeing, actually, when I started this, Brian and Dawn were like really close to each other, and they still are pretty close, but now Dawn has definitely a lead ahead on Brian in terms of friendship. But and they are chatting that still is be complimented by Brian, but that didn't give any pink. So, anyways, and Arya keeps going and mourning Kenny over and over again. Maybe it wouldn't be nice to her, but she seems to have a stronger romance with Lexi, so I don't know why she keeps mourning Kenny. Kenny's right there, but I guess maybe their romance, I don't know if it died with him dying, and what's he doing? He's just sleeping. Oh, he's sleeping in our bed. That's not... She's not supposed to sleep in our bed. That's our bed. That's why it's locked. Not available for anybody else. But anyway, she's wide awake. She was sleeping all day, so it's okay. It's okay for now. We'll have her come evolve. And I'm going to have Adelynn come out and look after the garden. I'm not seeing... because she needs to work on her aspiration. And I said I would control them a little bit. Oh, there we go. There's a water. So she can water all by herself to work on her aspiration, since much as Emily would be good to do some stuff for her aspiration, it's not really... Oh, there, she's got to level 5 of her gardening skill. So for Emily, what I was going to have her do is really nothing. She's got everything done that she needs to do. Really, for here, we're on a waiting game. And there she is, still sad, sad, sad. And, she's still flirty. Why is... Oh, from the lot trait. Alright, I forgot I gave that trait. Evolve. Just evolve a little bit more. It looks like Kenny's getting a call. And let's see. So we can't tell. Here's our plant. Nice spliced plant, and we don't know, and she's going to go chat with Lexi, so maybe at the end of this part we'll go harvest. You know what she should do? I'm gonna have her make some food. That's what I'm gonna have her do. And then I'm gonna have her empty that, check how much food is here, because it would be good to leave. There's 4 of those and 4 of those. I guess that's one advantage of leaving Dawn technically here, is that he's our substitute cook. He knows how to cook. He can help them cook. But they all, I think, have some of them have cooking, because they all cooked even when they weren't, supposed to. So let me see, what should we make? We'll have her make some pancakes. And then maybe have her do the, finish her painting over here so she can bring it with her. And it's kind of how is everybody doing? No one's fishing anyway, so that's good. It's not overpowering it. But what seems to be overpowering it is the chess. Everybody's playing chess. And Lexi actually maxed her logic skill. I had her mentoring Emily a little bit while she was playing earlier. Just trying to put that there. And I see that Arya is almost ready to max her skill. Oh, she's listening to music. Smart girl. Get your fun up. And get used to it. Don't get used to being in such a nice location. You're going to be going back to the basics when you move out of here, because you need to save all your money for a vet clinic. You're not going to have this type of thing to do. This kind of luxury, though. You'll have a little bit because of the fact that once she sells her paintings, I'll let her bring the little portable wall too. Or maybe maybe we'll just buy her own, and we'll leave one here for the patients to do their painting and be able to sell their things. Because I think, I think Lexi, no, it's not Lexi, she's a Renaissance sim. Then it's actually Arya has the painting aspiration, so maybe she should be doing some painting in this little time period while we're still here. Oh, the pancakes are in the coffee maker now. Can I get them out? There we go. And put it over there. And you may as well make another dish. Fill up the kitchen. Fill up the thing with some food. We'll make some gourmet. Oh, Dawn is level 6. We'll make trout meuniere. I can't. Not very good. My French isn't very good. Meuniere. I don't know. Definitely not very good. So the Ambrosia, there we go. And of course, I don't have any of that in. I don't have the angelfish in her inventory because I wanted it to stay in good quality. And I didn't bother with the potion of youth because we'll just get that when we need it. So we'll do that. And she's got 7,360 points. So she has quite a few. Maybe while she's cooking, let's take a look at what the new the new aspiration that came with the cats and dogs is, since that's my and I don't even know where it is. I haven't even looked. Oh, there it goes. Animal. Friend of the animals. She has to have a pet, which of course we don't have room. We need to be friends with one animal, and we need to be friendly with animals 12 times. And then we need to be friends with 5 animals, be companions with 1 animal, which is obviously a step above being a friend, and successfully train out 2 misbehaviors. And then best friend of animals is be companion with 2 animals, feel the love 5 times, successfully train out 4 misbehaviors, and then play with 2 different ghost pets, feel the love with 8 different pets, and be friends with 12 animals at the same time. Okay, that's quite the... Well, that will be what she... Oh, I left it even on her. There's really no point having her on it, because I don't think she's going to be able to do this until she actually is out of the asylum. Because we definitely can't have a pet at all. That's just not even possible. We'll leave her on the friend of the world aspiration. She needs to meet someone new in one more location. We'll just minimize that for now. So she's, I don't know why she's gone over there. She got all this countertop here that she could be cooking on. I suppose this is not available because this has got this, and that has the ice cream maker. But it's just kind of funny that she's doing that right where the coffee maker is. It's a bit strange, I think. So I'll let her finish cooking, and I don't think anything's really happening. We're just kind of waiting for the death flower to mature. So I'll be back unless something happens once that is the case. Well, it's finally we have a death flower on here. So I'm going to have Emily harvest. I was going to have her harvest everything, but I'll just have her harvest so that she can I'll unpause it so she can get over here and get that done. And we may as well have Adelynn spraying for bugs over here and looking after the garden. Though, mind you, she's probably not the best one to be doing that. But then she's also energized. There we go. Yay, yay, yay. We should have that now in our inventory. Let's say she's also got a very full inventory. Oh, and one thing I noticed is that since the patch, the tuna, that was an old tuna probably, they seem to be worth a lot more than they were before. Let me get rid of that. They're like 88 and 91. I don't know if that's because they're better quality. They're higher on the skill for fishing, all of them now, because they've been doing a lot of fishing. But I think it's probably, even though they were before, they weren't as high. So let me hit play again. We'll have her come over here. We need her to get the angelfish because we need that. And then I need to have her buy the potion of youth, which is 1,500 points right there. So we will have her do that, and that should go right into her inventory, and she still has points left. I did buy free services for her, and I have hired a repair person when some things broke, and I hired a maid, and then the maid put all the food that I had on the buffet table away. So as soon as the maid left, I put it all back out on the buffet table because it's the weekend, so it's okay. Cook a gourmet meal, so I will have her go in here, and there we go. Ambrosia, angelfish 1, potion of youth 1, and death flower 1. She may not end up with the death flower to bring with her because I'm kind of thinking there was only 1 death flower on that plant. Where is the death flower? Can we find it? But of course it will generate another one, but we won't be here. It'll be just here for them. Technically, except for that it won't because we're not on the lot. Where is the death flower? I can't see it. What was she doing with Kenny? Oh, she was gonna hug him, and then she actually started flirting a little bit with Kenny. Let me see on here. So he's got a little teensy bit of pink because I was kind of just leaving her. I mean, I was telling her to like play chess and do a little bit, but nothing really too major. I was kind of telling them all to do a little bit, but not very much, letting them mostly look after themselves. And they started flirting with each other, and enough to go on a pink bar. And let me unpause this. Let me play that, because I'm still trying to look for that death flower to see if I can even see it. But like I said, I think she only has one, and maybe because I've already generated her cooking, and maybe that's why it disappeared already from her inventory, because I had said for her to make it, and that's why we couldn't see it, because it did look like there was only one on the plant. And the pomegranate came first, and then I saw an orchid, and then finally, like in the middle of the sim night and she was sleeping, I saw the death flower. So she is making the ambrosia, and that ambrosia is probably going to be worth very much. It's actually a really good money maker, but given that you need to have a potion of youth, it's pretty expensive in terms of points. Though, so it is, what is the quality? How come it tells me that it's 16,081. That's what it's going to cost us to bring Kenny back to life. And then we could probably sell that, I'm sure, on that, I think it's called a come and go table, so that would make you a ton of money. But we only had the one death flower, so we can't make any more, and we only had actually the one angelfish. So Kenny, my dear, you need to come. Let's go put this at the table. I'm going to get it set up for Kenny, and I will be back as soon as I have that done. So it's over here, all sparkling. Oh, looks like Brian has to go to the bathroom. I need to get a picture of it. I'm gonna go into tab mode. Can you be out of my way? I want to get a picture before it's not working. There we go. There it is. The ambrosia. So Kenny, you need to come and eat our 16,000 simoleon ambrosia. And oh no, he's haunted by embarrassment. Maybe not the best time for him to oh, Don went to work. Oh, I should get a picture of him eating it. Oh, you're in my way. Got a couple of pictures there. Luckily she got out of my way, and she's just being helpful and cleaning up, so it's not like it's really that bad. But I wanted to get it done, that's why I just did it. Even though I actually didn't realize he was haunted by embarrassment. I might have waited, to be quite honest. Come sit here again. Come sit. Oh, and while I was like waiting in the time, Lexi did, was it Lexi or Aria? Aria's our painter. She did some painting. And he's taking his time eating his ambrosia. And actually, speaking of which, I am going to quickly pause. I figured I'd get her set up for painting, and she has some paintings in her inventory. And no, you need to sit. Maybe if I tell you to talk, then you'll actually stay here. Go sit down. I don't want you to leave. I keep coming to go get a drink. We're not. Oh, he's finished. You don't need to sit down. Are you gonna become human again? Where? There. There he goes. Kenny is human again. He's not a ghost anymore. Yay! I need to get the walls down because I can't see him very well. There we go. He's back. He is back. And that is really the end, because I said that I would bring anyone back to life who died, and Kenny was the only one who died while we were doing the challenge, and fix up the asylum, which I actually did do a little bit more. I actually added a toilet to her bathroom, because I figured if another caretaker is coming to take over, I would put it there. And I did add a little bit of decor to this area and a TV, so it was not quite so dull and bland. I realized I don't have a sink there, but you know, there's a sink in here and there's not actually a lot of room, so I decided it wasn't really necessary to have a sink in there. And she had to craft a sculpture, so I did a flirty sculpture, and this is what it was. I thought it was quite funny. It's not, when it's in the inventory, it looked like it was like two swans, but instead it looked like these two little birds. This little bird doesn't look very happy to be under the wing of the other bird. But anyways, I just thought that was cute. So that was kind of what they did over the last few days, a couple of days. And I did try and have another street sale, but those two paintings did not sell that were left. They weren't very good quality paintings, or at least one of them wasn't, if I remember correctly. But oh well, that's not her thing. So this is the end, and I will be starting a new Let's Play with Emily, where she pursues a dream of becoming a vet, or having her own vet clinic, I should say, since it's not actually a career. And as I said at the beginning, the question is, does Emily go on her own, or does Emily bring one of the patients with her, and they'll continue on their aspiration and help her with the vet clinic also? And if so, which one should she take? Just comment down below if you think she should just go on her own, or if she should take one. I don't really have a strong preference either way, and if and like I said, when I was looking at the relationships of those with her, of what she has in the house, you know, Kenny is the highest, but that is because I had to do that to get him to move in. But they are best friends, so he would make a, you know, and someone you might think might go with her because of that, because she did bring him back to life and everything. And then the other two that are actually probably, then is Dawn, followed by Brian, I would say, in terms of relationships. But, you know, I can bring whomever. If there is a preference, just comment down below. Or she can go on her own, because she can always meet someone when she goes. And just because she brings them doesn't mean whoever she's bringing is going to be like a romantic fling that she's going to have with them. It just is who she's bringing to come along as companionship, and she could always, you know, whatever. They're going to help her with her dream for the vet clinic. But thanks very much for joining me in this challenge. I appreciated it. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next week while Emily starts her new life in pursuit of a vet clinic, a successful one at that. Thanks again. Bye. This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.